Hi, loves. Welcome to the Love Letters from Your Higher Self, the podcast. Oh my God. I took a break from this podcast for a while. I needed to, I think you got used to it already by now, that sometimes I need to take a break and remember my why. But what was I going to say? Oh, that I forgot the name of the podcast. I just started recording and I was like, hi guys, welcome to the podcast called, and then I'm like, which one is it? So I had to re-record, and still it took me, a few minutes. I mean, I remember the name of the podcast, but it became unfamiliar for me to say this. Welcome to the Love Letters from Your Higher Self. And so, this neuron pathway needed to, reactivate in my brain. So we're doing our usual reading today, just kind reminders, just what you need to know right now, something that you already know probably, something that you forgot, something that will help you navigate whatever you're navigating, something that will lead you back to yourself and remind you that all the answers are already within you, and you need to look inside yourself and listen to your inner silence, because all the answers are there. So we have 3 groups. You can choose one of them, you can choose 2, you can choose all 3, you can choose different group for different topic, whatever you feel called to do. You can listen to all of them and only cherry pick what resonates with you and leave the rest. I always try to say, I always try to not forget to say, this is what I was going to say, that you gotta take only what resonates, only what feels good. We're not growing through resistance here. There is enough resistance in the world and in our lives. We don't need to add more. I'm not calling you to grow through resistance. So if you were listening to me and there's resistance coming up, no need to tell me that you disagree with me. I will not stop doing what I'm doing. I will not stop believing what I'm believing just because you have resistance. So no need to tell me that. But pay attention to this, and if you don't agree with what I say, maybe this is not content for you. Maybe this is not a group for you. Maybe this is not a podcast for you. Maybe I'm not the person for you, Slightly addressing people who leave me comments on YouTube saying nonsense about, I don't know, about how they don't agree with the law of assumption and law of attraction. So I need to tell you in advance that what you're gonna listen to right now will be about law of attraction and law of assumption, because this is what I love, this is my passion, and this is why when I channel, the messages that I receive come from my filter, and my filter is saturated with the information about law of attraction, conscious creation, you're creator of your reality, and all that. So if it doesn't resonate, I'm not the creator for you. But this was me being sidetracked. What I was going to say is that always trust yourself more than you trust me. And if something feels horrible to you, if something doesn't resonate, if something just is triggering, this is not for you. Take only what feels like a breath of fresh air, only what feels like relief. Exhale, because this is how you know that this resonates with your inner truth and gives you freedom. Okay, I did not expect that this intro is going to be so long, but so we have 3 groups, and you can either choose by just number, group 1, group 2, group 3, or you can look at the timestamps in the description, and maybe some numbers will speak to you, and you will choose by them, according to them, and they will help you choose. So let's go. We will start with group number 1. Group number 1, what do you need to be reminded of today is that you need patience, and you need to be patient with you. I'm not asking you to be patient. It doesn't hurt, but I feel like we sometimes are resistant to this advice to be patient because we think that it takes a lot of time. Like when you want something and something just doesn't come through, and somebody tells you be patient, to you it may mean sometimes that like somebody is asking you to sit still and do nothing and like just be a victim of the circumstances, and because like there's nothing you can do, and what you want takes a long time, and you're like, but how long should I wait? Is it like 3 days or 3 months or 3 years? Like I need to be ready for that. I'm not talking about this here. I'm talking about being patient with yourself, being patient with the fact that some old patterns die long, it takes them too long. I mean, not too long, but like longer than you expected and longer than you wanted. It's more about this unconditional love. And part of this unconditional love is this knowing, this choosing, conscious choosing to believe that what you want is coming to you, that what you want is on its way to you. And like you gotta be patient with your patterns that arise while you're being in this process of expecting. I don't even want to say the process of waiting, because waiting is passive. Expecting is like when you apply faith and like you manifest, you create in your reality based on your expectations, based on your assumptions. Like what is normal for you is what is going to be created in your reality, right? And so like when you see all the patterns coming up in you, be patient with yourself and know that like you are changing. It just like you need some love and you need some support and you need some encouragement from yourself. Basically, this advice, this guidance is about self-love. It's about you looking at yourself with compassion. This is what you need the most right now. To heal your broken heart, to heal your disappointment, like in life, in people, to feel, I'm trying to say to heal, and every time I say to feel, well, to heal something, maybe you need to feel it first and you need to let the feelings out. But like, I want to, like with this, I want to remind you that feelings, they actually pass fast unless you attach stories to them. And when you attach stories to them, you re-traumatize yourself. And it takes longer to heal. And I think I'm only saying this now because I'm lately into meditation a lot, and I'm learning to unattach stories from feelings and feel the feelings and breathe through them and drop the story every time. And like since this is something that I'm living right now, like it's obvious that this is something that I will be, teaching through, I will be sharing. And this is why I felt called to, to add this part when maybe before I wouldn't do that, because I am the processor, I'm the story, feelings and stories processor, and like I know how to do that. I know how to process my feelings. I know how to process stories. I know how to ask myself different questions and have self-coaching conversation with myself. But like this is the part that I feel called to add right now, that like if you have feelings bottled up inside, they are bottled up because there are stories attached to them, and you need to set those stories free. No, I would even say like you need to set those feelings free by dropping the story. You know how in meditation we do that? Like we feel the feelings and we breathe. We try to focus on the feeling, like where is it in our body. If it's anger, maybe it's in our shoulders or in our head. If it's sadness, it's somewhere like in our heart area, or like it can be different for other people. But like when the stories come up, the stories about like I'm all alone and life is not fair, and like why is this happening to me, or why is this not happening to me, like we drop it, drop it, drop it, let it go, not think it, not see the story through, we just drop it where we caught it, and we just keep breathing. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm talking to you about this, but like I felt called to share, so I will trust that it resonates, and like it's something that you needed to hear. Maybe some of you, not all of you, but some of you. But yeah, what you need to know, like the message for you right now, is to be patient with yourself, to be patient with how fast you change. If you want to change faster, why not? Like there are different modalities, there are different techniques like that you can do, but I would say that the most important thing is consistency. Like coaches in law of assumption say consistency, persistent, repetition, not wavering. You need your own love, and you need to teach yourself to look at the bright side. And it's a skill. It's a skill that helps you in life. And when you catch yourself, like doing something or thinking something or acting in a way that like you decided you're no longer that person and you are not gonna act this way, it's okay. Like you're still changing, you're still evolving, and it's about consistent choosing to drop the old story, consistent choosing to drop the old pattern. This is what counts, and this is why you need to be patient with yourself, and you need to give yourself love and support no matter at which speed you are moving. Because the more you accept yourself, the faster you gain speed. And it's about constant choosing, and I feel like what I need to end this reading with is to remind you that it's about consistent and persistent choosing to be kind to yourself. And it doesn't mean saying no to your dreams. Like saying yes to yourself and your dreams can be done at the same time. But give yourself some grace. You're doing your best. And it's weird that I say you're doing your best, and I feel like I need to again add, but if you feel like you're not, it's okay too. You still need to give yourself grace and give yourself love, and maybe move forward faster. Do something, I don't know, do some techniques, do some, I don't know, uncovering, do some shadow work, whatever you feel like doing, but do it with love for yourself. This is what I'm gonna leave you with. Group number 1. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And we're moving on to group number 2. Group number 2, what do you need to know right now? I would say that you, I'm feeling like you're facing some choice. Maybe there's something that you cannot decide. Maybe it's not even a choice where you see and clearly know all the options. Maybe you are at a crossroad and you don't know where to go, and you feel called in different directions. It's something, it's this energy of different options, and it's this energy of I would say that the guidance that I need to give you now is that you don't have to decide right now. Sit with these options. But it's not about that you need to sit and think this whole thing through. No, you need to sit and feel the abundance of having a lot of options. I feel like sitting in this energy is going to serve you the most right now, because like it will it will help you stop feeling obsessed with the speed, like that you need to move on fast, that you need to make your decisions fast. Because like I feel like it's happening, it may happen within you right now, from the energy of lack, lack of time, lack of, you maybe, have this illusion that feels real to you, that like if you don't choose right now, if you don't move fast, you will miss something. And like, the universe is never in a hurry, and yet it is always on time. And this is what you need to apply to yourself. Stop hurrying, stop chasing. And if you can't make a decision, you don't feel an aligned decision for you right now, what you need to do is you need to sit down at that crossroad without crossing it, and look at the pathways and feel inside your heart that, isn't it wonderful that you have so many options? And like feel this abundance of options. It's an interesting advice, but I feel, and I'm gonna trust that you know what I'm talking about, that you got it, what I'm trying to explain here. Because this vibe of, hey, look how much I have, look how many options I have right now, is going to be so healing for you. And like you need to sit in that energy for a while, to let it transform you, to let it, to let the abundance in, because this will help you to make a decision. And this will be a decision that you will make from this abundant place, from this abundant spaciousness in your heart. And it's gonna be a calm decision. It's gonna be something that will serve you. And like while you're in this energy of chasing, in this energy of I need to make this decision fast or else, like you don't even feel what is aligned, because to make a decision that is aligned, you need to go within you, within yourself. And as I was saying this right now, I personally, human Dasha, I had this resistance, because like, but what if you need urgently to make a decision? And then immediately I remembered this advice that I don't remember who said that, but like someone who said meditate, and like meditate every day, or like meditate 30 minutes a day. And if you don't have time, meditate an hour a day. And like since I'm practicing meditation lately, and I am doing a challenge with myself where I do 30-minute meditation a day, I'm now even more clearly understanding what it means. Because like even if you need to make an urgent decision right now, like the time you're spending on trying to obsess on making the right decision, weighing pros and cons, this whole time needs to be spent on going within and listening to the silence within your heart, listening to the nothingness that is all the things, that is allness, I want to say, the wholeness and allness. And because the answers are there, all the answers are there, and like you can feel them when you drop the monkey mind obsession, with trying to solve things. And I feel like it would be a good reminder for you to, right now, when I say, like when I say that, I say how do I continue the sentence in English, I don't know, that our mind doesn't know. If you knew, you'd already make the decision. But since you don't know, it's pointless to look for answers in your mind, because it doesn't know. So the answers are still within you, but not at the level of mind. It's at the level of your intuition, and you need to sit still, drop the monkey mind, drop the stories, and just be in the stillness and let the stillness transform you. The stillness, the nothingness, the no thought space, the calm mind. And like, if you don't feel it, if you're like, but Dasha, I sat in this meditation for 15 minutes and I still don't know what to do. Well, sit for 15 more minutes. And what if I still don't know the answer? Then sit for 15 more minutes. Because what are other options? To just in a hurry, close your eyes and like flip a coin? Well, actually, why not do that? Because flipping a coin, like I feel like it's a beautiful thing actually. I did know we will land on this in this reading. But like flipping a coin, there is this advice that I read a while ago that like when you don't know what to do, flip a coin, because while this coin is in the air, you will feel what you hope it will land, like which side you hope it will land on, and this will be your answer. But if not, then like you accepting that you will make a decision based on a coin, based on which side of the coin is showing to you, is you accepting that you will be okay either way, and like this is the most beautiful thing, and maybe this is what we actually needed to land on and on this in this reading, that like why we a lot of the times obsess about what to choose, which way to go, is because we think that our whole life depends on it, and it makes the decision heavy, and it makes the monkey mind even crazier. Like it makes us even more stressed. But if you accept that, first of all, you can always go back and make another choice. Second of all, from the like when you move forward from there will be other choices, and you will be able to choose something else if you don't like what you chose. And point number 3 is that no matter what you choose, you will be okay, because you're like, it's not that your life will go like in a completely different direction. No, like, it's a path. It can turn. And like, even if you needed, like, let's say you needed to move forward at that crossroad, but because your mind was a mess and you didn't know how to make the right decision, you turned left, you didn't change your whole life. Like, if it's not serving you, why would you believe that? No, imagine that even if you turned left, then at some point there will be the right turn on that path, and then another right turn, and it will lead you exactly where you need to be, which is this, like this path that was forward on that crossroad. It's just that you didn't go straight on that path, but you took this weird U-turn and still ended up on the path that you needed because you follow your inner guidance, and still we're coming to this advice of listen to the nothingness inside of you, to the stillness inside of you, because this is where all the answers are. And at the same time, weirdly enough, I want to say that like it's time for you to move. I know, like it sounds contradictory to the decision, but like it doesn't really contradict it, because yes, you need to sit still and you need to feel where you want to move, and you need to sit in this energy of abundance, accepting that, hey, I can move anywhere. I'm so free and I have so many options. And like every option is delicious, and every option will lead me to some amazing unfolding. And from this energy of trust, you need to move. But like the next part of the reading for you today is that you actually need to start moving. Because I feel like maybe some of you have been sitting in this energy of, oh my God, I need to make this urgent decision, like for years, you know, trying to make this urgent decision when the mind doesn't know. Maybe not for years, maybe like I'm exaggerating. Maybe it's like, I don't know, days, months, weeks. But it's like you've been paralyzed for a while for your inability to make a decision. And even though you understand that, like, it's an urgent decision that needs to be made, you're not moving, and you haven't been moving for a while because you're paralyzed by fear. And I feel like the last part of the reading for you today needs to be about that. You actually need to start moving. With all this process in mind, with all this process that I shared with you, then you need to just trust yourself and make this decision and just move. Because, like, it's not as scary as you think, and you can always go back, and you can always choose something different. Like, you're not limiting yourself by choosing. And this is what I'm going to leave you with. Group number 2. So yeah, that was it. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And we're moving on to group number 3. Group number 3, what do you need to know right now? Ooh, interesting. Hold on, I will pull a few more cards because I want to know what is it really about before I start talking. So what do you need to know right now? Like, first and foremost, what I see is that you have a lot of feelings inside of you. You have a lot of maybe worries, maybe doubts, maybe anger, and you're going through something. Like, you're going through some transformation, and I feel like some of you who know that and who worked with me like privately know that, if Dasha says you're going through transformation, it's either a Tower card or a Death card. Yes, it is a Death card. And to not scare those of you who haven't worked with me, I wanted to clarify immediately that those cards are not scary. Like, I don't believe they're scary. I don't read them like that. But I want to say that for me personally, in how I read the difference between the Tower and the Death, is that Tower is a sudden transformation. Like, it's something that seemed fine. Maybe you felt that it's going to transform, but the way it collapsed was sudden. And Death card is about something that you saw coming. Like, you knew that it's time to transform this. It was dying for a long time, and now it's finally at a time like where you need to say your goodbyes and move on. So this is the difference that I see, and I feel like this is the transformation that you were going on. And already in the fact that it's a Death card, I would say that it's exactly about that you saw it coming. So the reading for you is right now, like, I haven't opened all the cards yet, but I feel like you have a lot of feelings, maybe resentment, maybe anger, maybe blame even. But the reminder is that you saw it coming, and it's time to transform, and it's time to say your goodbyes, I suddenly remembered the song. I can't even remember who sings it. The Skillet, maybe? And the lyrics there were, don't say goodbye, because maybe it's not the end for you and I. And although we knew this time will come for me and you, don't say anything tonight. If you're gonna say goodbye. And like, I remembered it because like there is this part, and although we knew this time will come, like, it's still painful to go through this transformation, and there is this release. From the knowing that you saw it coming. It's not because you manifested, because you saw it coming. It's probably because you wanted to set yourself free. And like, I personally, human Dasha, I hate this kind of advice. When which I'm going to give you right now, not advice, but like guidance that I will give you right now. Like, I get it, I get you, because I personally, on a human level, hate when I receive advice like that. When, it feels like the whole world is collapsing, and I receive guidance that says, this is your dream coming true. You wanted it, and here it is. I do not I do not choose to believe that this is the only way the things can happen. But, and I do believe personally that there is this part where maybe on some level you didn't know how it can happen peacefully. So this is why you manifested a collapse. But I also want to say that, like, I know well, I know so well, based on my own experience and the experiences of my clients, that like we are so resilient, and like you can handle this. Like, honestly, genuinely, come on now, you can handle this. Do we hate it? For sure. Do we not want to end up in this situation ever again, where we need to, pull ourselves together in a time of collapse? For sure. Can we create a life where we don't have to face that? I believe we can. And I believe that when you have time, after all this mess is settled, you will have to sit with yourself and dig deeper into your beliefs that created that, and ask yourself, like, what did I need to believe about myself and my life in order for this to happen in my life, like in order for this to be a normal occurrence in my life. And then you need to, pull up those limited ideas and work through them and refuse to believe them, and ask yourself, what if I 100% didn't believe in that anymore? Then what other things, what more positive things I would believe in, and like, and sort this thing out. But for now, while you are going through this transformation, I want to remind you that, like, you can feel your feelings, you can I feel like if you were choosing between group 1 and group 3 and you chose group 3, maybe go listen to group 1 if you feel called, because there might be something for you there. But what was I going to say? Like, you can feel your feelings and you can hold yourself, through this, and you can, get your shit together and move through this, like mobilize all your resources to deal with this thing and move on. And yet, don't lose sight of what you want. Don't, even in this situation, don't you dare lose sight of what you want. And like, set a reminder for yourself twice a day, every day, that will ask you, like, just write down this question, like, what do I want instead of all of this right now, this moment? What do I really want right now? And like, when you see this reminder, you have to take a break, set a timer for 3 minutes on your watch or on your phone or on your computer, and just like, go deep into this question and answer it, and maybe visualize, or maybe just deeply think about it. I wanted to say that it can go in two directions. Either, what do I want instead of this, which will help you to, like, not abandon where you are right now, not escape it, but like use it as a contrast consciously, like where you are in the midst of all of what you're going through, and you're like, I'm going through this and this and this, and I hate this, and instead of this I want, and like, and you change your perspective into like the opposite direction. Instead of this, I want this. Instead of this, I want this. And then we go deeper into that picture and feel the feelings of being in that picture and feel the relief. Or it can be an escapism, like something that has nothing to do with your situation. Just what do I want right now? What would I like if I could have anything I want right now? What would my life look like? What would I want? But like you need to connect, like in the midst of the chaos that you're going through right now, you need to keep connecting with your desire. You need to keep connecting with your vision. It's not either or. It's not first I'm going through this transformation and I'm, feel torn apart and need to just, push through and then I will relax and chill and think about my dreams. No, now, right now. Return to your dreams. Return to what you want. Return to a better vision. Return to what do I want instead of this. Return to what is a better feeling thought right now. Return to how can I make my existence a tiny little bit more comfortable. And do that, take care of yourself in the process. This is what we are forgetting, and this is why moments like this feel like they're so hard to handle, because we forget to take care of ourselves. And this is like our survival mode, when we we just channel this immense, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like immense power, but it's like this immense power that is neglectful. Is it the word? Neglecting to us as humans. This is what makes it hard, I want to say. And this is why when we look back at moments like that, they feel dreadful and they feel like it was the hardest thing in our life, because we were pushing through and pushing through and pushing through and ignoring our feelings and ignoring our needs and ignoring comforting ourselves, when we're scared. There is no doubt that you can handle it. There is no doubt that you can go through this. I said that already. I said, come on now, you can handle it. And yet, while you're handling it, while you are mobilizing all your inner resources, don't forget to take care of yourself and don't forget to align with your dreams. Yes, even in the middle of that. You have to. And now I feel called to say that if you were choosing between group 2 and group 3, if you feel called still, maybe listen to group 2, because maybe there will be something helpful for you too. Or maybe just listen to the whole thing and take what resonates from group 1 and group 2 if you have time. Find time for yourself. I mean, not to listen to this whole thing, which if it resonates, do that. But find time for yourself in the process. Find time to align with your dreams. Find time to escape the reality that you're in by asking yourself, what would you, if you could do anything in the world, if you could have anything in the world, what would you choose right now? Where would you be right now? How would your life look like right now? And be in those feelings. If in your imagination you're I would just be sitting in a cafe looking at the rain outside and drinking warm cocoa. Imagine that in your imagination. Sit there, listen to that rain, drink that cocoa, smell it, taste it, touch it. Don't touch it, it's hot, and why would you touch cocoa? But you get what I mean, use your senses and escape your reality to be in that vision, because that vision will be giving you energy, will be giving you power, and it will be a powerful intention that you set for what's going on right now, because you will be a ship. You will be a ship with a direction. Even in the midst of storm, you will have a direction where you're going. Your subconscious will appreciate it. I mean, you will appreciate giving this vision to your subconscious, It matters. It freaking matters. Don't forget about it. So this is what I'm going to leave you with. You can do it. You can do it, group 3. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was inspiring, and thank you for being here and thank you for choosing my podcast. And I appreciate you all. I want to remind you about the other podcast that I have, Joyous to Be. I took a break from it too, but I'm going to get back to recording maybe like next week or the week after that. And I do collective readings there too, but they're not group readings, like they're not pick a card, they're just collective readings channeled for all of us, including myself. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you next time. Have a good day.